Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2025. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. And if you're new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'm going to do your spread. Then I break it down week by week, open more cards. We'll see what's going on every week. And this is going to be a big month. The other thing is if you saw my last live stream, I'll leave at the end of the video. Then you know these forecasts, they're going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I'm going to be talking really fast too. You can always adjust that in your settings, okay? And remember, a lot of these aspects we're going to go deeper in your weekly forecast to come, okay? After it. So now, September, we really have to talk. Remember, the green asterisks are the best aspects of the month, okay? Yeah, let's talk about September and how Uranus is in your side. You know that, right? You've had a lot of unexpected things happen, surprises, also breakthroughs. I think that you know by now, if you're a subscriber, I've got Uranus on my ascendant because I'm a Gemini rising. So that's probably why you're maybe hearing the drilling outside my window that just suddenly started happening. Anyway, it is going to be a big month for you, particularly you. And all the other mutable signs, I really want you to pay attention. It is eclipse season. Eclipses are game changers. They're considered wild cards that bring significant endings, beginnings. That's part of this storyline that you've been experiencing for some time now, which we'll go through, okay? It's on the Virgo Pisces axis. So, a lot of work stuff, okay? Happening for you. Big time for Geminis, okay? As well as health matters. That's going to be a big theme this month as well. Immune system, gut health, mental health, all of that. This is a month of release, of letting things go, okay? Remember the grand trine, that rare one that we have, the prism portal. That's shifting, all right? If you don't know what that is, I'll leave the video that I did, what all 12 signs can expect for the next 2 years because of this once a lifetime prism portal that we are going through right now, all right? But it still is out with the old, in with the new. That's still in play. That's the universe requiring that from you in a very different way this month with the eclipses, but with all these other aspects that really have an impact on you. Okay? Now, September, and that therein lies the theme of September. It's major not only because it's eclipse season, but there's a lot of other stuff happening, okay? Remember, in August, we had some rare aspects that are spilling over into September as well. But just remember, this is on the Virgo Pisces axis. So, what does that mean for Geminis? Home and career. Home and career. Big shifts you can expect in September, okay? Really big shifts. September can be a little wild, okay? It can be fun too, all right? Kind of like a pillow fight. There's gonna be moments where you're gonna be giggling. Sometimes you might take things a little too far. Sometimes you're swing, you're gonna miss. Sometimes you're gonna really nail it, or yeah, and you can be on the receiving end with some of these aspects. So get the best pillow. Learn how to pillow fight, all right? Because the planets are also coming in really hard this month. Mercury, Venus, Mars, all the inner planets will be changing signs, some with some really intense aspects. And then Jupiter is going to make a few cameos. Jupiter's going to align with the North Node. That's amazing for you. And we'll talk about that, okay? That's the first time in many years. All the outer planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they're all retrograde, okay? You're going to be doing a lot of reflection. And the luminaries, the sun and the moon, like with the nodes, therefore strong eclipses, all right? So, and again, if you didn't notice, that was all the planets, all the heavenly bodies really active this month, all right? So it is going to be an active month. Right off the bat, you have Saturn going retrograde September 1st, okay? This is happening until February 2026. So 5 months of this, February 2026, that's the big reset, right? The Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Again, look at that video that I did. I'll leave it at the end or even in the description box. But week after week, I have told you, please take inspired action over the summer to be where you want to be by February 2026 and beyond, because you create your reality. And over the summer, you possibly got a glimpse of what your life is going to be like in February 2026 and beyond. So again, that's when Saturn's moving back into Aries, all right? So it's a continuation of what you were experiencing this summer. Now, Saturn, and so you still have time. And remember, now it's just reflecting that Saturn, it's in going back to Pisces. Saturn is a planet of authority and restrictions and commitments and responsibility and reality checks. He's been here since March 2023. Okay? So you and Pisces rules your 10th house. This is career, achievements, honors. If you're not here for career, it's just whatever you want to be recognized for. It's very public facing. Saturn has been testing you in this area in your life since March 2023. Okay? If you don't want to think that far, just think of May 2025, because Saturn is going to be at that same degree point, May 2025. What happened around that time for you as well? All right? April, May-ish. Okay? Now, Saturn, being who he is, right? TSA agent, he's a little bit more this month, okay? He's going to be more like Gordon Ramsay. You're on his show. You're on the Master Chef, all right? You made it to the final top 3, yeah? Saturn's now coming in for his review. Everything that Saturn, every test he threw you since March 2023, he wants to see how much you learned. That's what this month is, okay? He's going to grade you as well. And this is Saturn. Remember, if you didn't pass his test, if you didn't learn anything, well, you're not going to win the show, but you're not going to pass. And he's going to make things harder for you until you pass. What do you have to learn about your future when it comes to career? What has to change? Yeah? Because Saturn is karma, and he rewards you when you pass, when you put in the work. And this week is a bigger deal because the North Node, the karmic node of fate, your destiny, your mission statement, is in Pisces. Yeah? And we have an eclipse there. This is a big week. So you've got to impress Saturn. This is a week, the first week, by the way, is what I'm focusing on. Ask yourself, what have I mastered when it comes to career, when it comes to my reputation, when it comes to fame, right? That's the 10th house. How far have you come? Have you been real with yourself? Is this what you want for your future? Is this your big dream? Pisces is dreams. Remember, Saturn is helping you make your dreams become reality, but he makes you work for it. All right. So this is so close to the eclipse. You're going to just really have a lot of moments this week when it comes to your 10th house activity, and not even on the whiteboard. That's when Jupiter will trine the North Node. This is happening exact on September 3rd, 18 degrees. You're really going to feel this. Okay. So this really helps because the North Node is in Pisces, right? Your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, achievements, social status, all of that. You got Jupiter exalted in Cancer in your 2nd house of money and finances and salary. So there's something here that you can see just kind of roll out, right? Jupiter is luck, good fortune, abundance, wisdom, expansion. You're going to feel something with that, all right? 1,000,000% you're going to feel something with that. It's very spiritual. It's with the North Node. And it's just bringing you a lot of luck. So even though it is kind of an intense first week, that really helps. And so really spend time thinking about what you want moving forward with your future. Jupiter is going to help you. But ultimately this week is for you to learn something. You're going to shift. There's going to be a shift in perspective you're going to have about your destiny, about your mission statement. A lot of home and family stuff for you too, by the way. Okay. That's going to be a lot of you are going to move. A lot of you are going to move this month. A lot of you are going to buy property. A lot of you are going to have changes at home. Maybe moving in with someone. Maybe someone's moving out. Maybe there's something with roommates. Maybe there's something with parents, something with children. Big, all right? Because remember, the South Node is still in Virgo, your 4th house of home and family and the foundations of your life. Yeah. So keep that in mind. If you are a cross watcher, by the way, if you watch your rising or your moon for your, sister, Pam, whoever, right? All the water signs, that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, are going to feel the Jupiter trine the North Node the most, okay? If you know your natal chart, your birth chart, if you have any planets 16 to 20 degrees in any of the water signs, you're going to feel it the most, okay? So I am focusing on the first week really strongly because remember, next week, no, we skip it. I'm skipping, right? And so a lot of it is because I, need that break. Everyone's been experiencing really strong energies with the prison portal. This is going to be the first. I haven't had a summer. I haven't had a weekend. So I'm taking my dog. We're going to take a week off with no electronics. Tuesday, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all make decisions, take that time to really process things. Of course, I'm gonna be processing things. But anyway, Tuesday, September 2nd, you're gonna love this. And Mercury's moving into Virgo until the 18th. Okay, so that's great. The sun is here in Virgo. We're in Virgo season. Mercury, your ruler, happens to also rule Virgo and is exalted in Virgo, meaning he does his best for you in Virgo. And so this is really great because it's very practical, analytical, logical energy, a lot of reliability, especially when it comes to thinking, ideas, communication. So taking a step back, observing, doing the math, right? Instead of jumping into things, right? This is more Velma than Daphne. You got this. Remember, you got Jupiter trining the North Node too. Now, September 3rd, Mercury in Virgo will square Uranus in Gemini. So please mark this in your calendar. You are going to be humongously affected. Okay. And yeah, in your digital journals on Great Awakener, mark it down. You got your journals now. Here's the thing. It's going to feel a lot stronger than you may think. Not only does what I just said, Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini, Mercury just happens to be the lower octave of Uranus. Yes, they're related, and Uranus is in your sign, and Mercury's your ruling planet. So you are really going to feel this in a big way. It's a square. There's a little bit of a squeeze here. Mercury, yes, is the messenger, but he is still the trickster. So there may be some surprises, unexpected things that happen around the time, especially around home, family, a significant other, the foundations of your life, real estate, things like that. But also, just be mindful when it comes to communication. All right, it is still Mercury. And when I say that, it could be you saying something that's very unexpected. There can be some arguments. You see that what's happening the day after. So that just kind of like blends together. There may be some arguments, unexpected messages you receive, DMs, even things that have to do with technology, internet. All right. So just be very mindful of that. And as I always say, use these aspects. Don't let them use you, especially you. You've got the advantage here with Uranus in your sign. This is innovation. This is being experimental, thinking outside the box. You know, I always say be responsive, not reactive. This is also like freeing your mind. It's Uranus, who, remember, is trining Pluto in Aquarius all month. Okay. So you're really reflecting Pluto in Aquarius. That's your ninth house of spirituality, of your belief system, of your perspective, the big picture, all of that. So this can be the big breakthrough that you're seeking as well. Now, who's going to feel this the most? Obviously, Virgo and you, but also the other mutable signs, Sagittarius and Pisces. I'm throwing in Aquarius as well because of that trine. All right. And Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius anyway. So if you have any combination of that, your sun, moon, and rising, me being an Aquarius and a Gemini rising and a Virgo moon, yeah, it does look like that I will really experience this. I'll let you know how it goes. September 4th, Thursday, you've got Mars square Jupiter in Cancer. There's going to be something here. All right. Just keep that in mind. There may be something here. Honestly, to use this, just practice patience. Be patient. There may be some unexpected thing that happens. Don't react right away. This is patience. Compromise also with Mars and Libra. There may be something here with partnerships, relationships, and money. Remember Jupiter and Cancer in your second house. If you're not here for money, there may be something here with someone testing your self-worth, self-value, but it's also, there may be something here where you're ready to make big moves. Not the right time, okay? Because this can bring up a little bit of like burnout energy as well. You may be getting riled up from someone. Mars can be like combative, competitive in an aspect like this, okay? So it's not worth your time. Remember, you are on a karmic journey. Everything you do has ripple effects, okay? So keep that in mind. Everything's made of energy, okay? You create your reality. What is a reality you want to create? So just be mindful because Mars can be a little bit aggressive here in the sign of diplomacy, by the way. So should something come up, always be the better person in a situation. Remember, Jupiter is exalted. He's in a stronger position than Mars here. All right. So absorb more of that energy. Okay. Now, September 5th, Uranus, and please pay attention to this. When I say this is going to be a big month for you, Gemini, I can't even. Like Uranus, which is in your sign as of July 7th, right? Will go retrograde. So now, kind of just going back over those points, a lot of things from July 7th that's going to come up for you and you're going to have to reflect. Yep. this is until November 7th. He's going to go so far back into Taurus. All right. So he's actually going to leave your sign. Kind of a nice breather for you. Uranus came in hard when Uranus entered your sign. All right. July 7th. But anyway, a lot of y'all may have felt it like a week before, 2 weeks before. Everything depends on your chart, right? But Uranus is the sky god. He's like lightning. He's a great awakener, right? Yeah. He's progress. He's innovation. He's breakthroughs. Okay. Very forward thinking, future forward thinking. But he is also the unexpected surprises. And when he moves like this, he moves and you feel it. So there may be some things that come up around this time. Okay? Just letting you know. Focus on the changes you want, your evolution, your revolution. Best way forward. Now, September 7th on Sunday, you have that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, 15 degrees. I did a video on what you can expect, what not to do, etc. with eclipses. I'll leave that in the description box as well. But eclipses, you have to have this awareness right now that they are game changers and things change unexpectedly. Things can be eclipsed from your life. That's what eclipses do, okay? And sometimes it's things that you don't want at that time, but they clear your path on your journey moving forward. That's what they do. And this is going to do that, okay? It's right on the note of fate, okay? So everything is cyclical. You know that. So think about what happened for you September 2006 to September 2008, because eclipses are 19-year cycles, all right? So there could be some patterns that come up, okay? I'm not saying everything that happened around that time is, we're just focusing on career, public recognition, all that, okay? Now, if that's too far for you to think, if you're just like, I don't, right? But again, if you're a member, founding member, Great Awakener, you got your digital journal, you will be able to track these things. Think about the new moon solar eclipse in Pisces that we had last September, September 17th, 2024. Okay. And everyone's different. Some of y'all something may have happened on the day, week before, week after, or sometime that month. Eclipses, remember, 100 times the power of a new moon, full moon. So you would feel it strongly, even, weeks before or after. But now you're closing out the chapter from that time. And remember, everyone has a different birth chart, okay? That's what makes every Gemini different from each other. Your birth chart is like a fingerprint, not very unique to you. Everyone's going to feel this differently. But this eclipse is big, it's powerful, it's emotional, it's all about release. It's a lunar eclipse, okay? Culmination. It can be very cathartic. It's in Pisces, which is very spiritual and feminine and sensitive, so it can be very emotional. So with eclipses, don't force anything. Don't, all right? Just go with the flow with the go, all right? Water flows, all right? It is in a water sign, so just keep that in mind. And that's the thing, with eclipses, you do see the benefits after, and it's again, they push you further on your path, all right? So the other thing is that, and so the universe does take care of you. So again, a lot of things are ending for career for a lot of y'all, okay? You're going on new paths. That's what the Prism portal has been requiring for you anyway, all right? New paths, new journeys. It can be very subtle. It can be big. It just depends on the energy you're putting out there and what you want, all right? Also, big awakening around this time, all right? Because with Uranus retrograding in your sign at the same time, it's on, remember, the South Node is in Virgo. Virgo energy is all about purification, purging, detox. It's, service to others as well. But any energy you feel around this time, ask yourself, what is disrupting my energy field, my biofield? What has to go? What has to change? What's non-negotiable for me? Because this is a double dose of release. Something has to go. Okay? A lot of it can be up here, but in your physical world as well, related mostly to career. All right? Just there's a new path opening up for you. Don't forget, Jupiter's trining the North Node. All right? So that's really great. That's money, career. Money, career. Therefore, Jupiter will be trining the eclipse. All right? So you're taken care of. Now, who's going to feel this eclipse the most? Well, it'll be the mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. I'm throwing in Cancer and Scorpio as well to complete the water signs. Now, if you know your natal chart, you have any planets 16 to 20 degrees in any of those signs, you'll really feel it. All right? Now, the other thing is Friday, That's a big day, okay? You've got the Sun and Mercury, both sextile Jupiter. So this is the best and luckiest aspect and day of the month, all right? Both Sun sextile Jupiter, Mercury sextile Jupiter, they both happen to happen the same day. What? That's amazing, all right? So really, really great. Sextiles are windows of opportunity. You do have to take that action. After this week, you're going to want to, all right? Remember, the Sun and Jupiter are both like optimism and growth and opportunities. So, and Mercury and Virgo, sextile Jupiter and Cancer, that's amazing. Right? That's good news. That's you announcing good news. That's great for like job interviews, asking for a raise, signing a contract, lucky negotiations, all of that, expanding your mind, all of that. So, again, something here with money. Jupiter and Cancer in second house of money and finances. And remember, you already have a lot of career stuff happening. You already and this Virgo energy, Mercury and Virgo, that's your fourth house, is something that could also have to do with home and family. You buying property, there could be something there for you. So just be present and even network. All right. Now, what makes this even more special, that's not even on the whiteboard, is that we have a Mercury Cazimi on this day. Mercury will be in the heart of the sun at 20 degrees Virgo, which is kind of bonkers because that's this refresh, this clarity, this brilliant moment that you're going to have of insight when it comes to home and the foundations of your life and family and whatnot. But this Cazimi is right on top of the South Node in Virgo. That's at the same degree, like this is a big deal. Remember, South Node is like leaving. It's like what you learned, what you don't, like leaving things in the past. Fourth house, home, family, the foundations of your life. So there is something very likely here, out with the old, in with the new, especially home and family. It gets very nostalgic energy too, but yeah. All right. So just keep that in mind. You might be thinking, I got this, job offer in Kansas and I live in Alaska. I'm going to move for it. There may be a lot of things that happen this month for you. Now, who's going to feel this the most? Well, it's going to be the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, especially Gemini. And the reason why Gemini is because this day the moon will be in your sign. Therefore, the moon will be conjuncting Uranus in your sign at 1 degree, forming a rare mini grand trine with Pluto in Aquarius and, sextiling Neptune in Aries. Anyway, we'll go a lot deeper when we get to it, okay? But I definitely wanted to give you that because remember, the first half, like the first week, we're skipping it next week, all right? Now, the second half, we're just going to touch upon some things because that's, again, just shorter stuff here. And we'll go deeper in the weekly forecast. Now, September 15th, Venus sextile Mars. You know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together. So this is for you, all right? This is for you. For you, it really does seem like it's going to be really fun, okay? Really exciting. And we'll get to it when we get to it. But there's possibly some like really great conversations you might have too. I mean, it takes two to tango with Venus and Mars, so other people involved. Now, when we get to Wednesday, September 17th, things get a little like, right? You got Mercury opposite Saturn and even Neptune, not even on the whiteboard. There is a bit of a roadblock with this. We'll talk about it when we get to the weekly. Mars is still in Libra at this point, so they're really like Mercury moving into Libra. You see that happening as well. So there could be some things here, a lot of focus and attention. Libra was your fifth house, so like home, family, loved ones, joy, pleasure as well. So you have that overlap with the fifth and the fourth house. All right. So again, a lot of home stuff, and that's also like fifth house is creativity, it's creative projects, procreation, it's sex, it's but a lot of y'all, there's some things happening. What else is happening? You got the 18th, Mercury trining Uranus in your sign, Pluto in Aquarius. That's amazing. We will talk about that. That's all the air signs, right? With Mercury and Libra. So it just feels really good. There's something really special here. Big breakthrough energy as well. You got Venus moving into Virgo. So again, a lot more focus on home and family. Virgo rules that part of your house, okay? Or your chart. Venus and Virgo can be a little nitpicky. So we'll talk about it when we get to it, but very different vibe, all right, than what with Venus having been in Leo, all right. But Venus and Virgo, again, a lot of focus on home, family, even health and wellness as well in your day-to-day activities and work, okay. Now, we get to the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. You know this is big. It's happening 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. It's at 29 degrees, anaretic degree. It's a big one. It's a critical degree. 29 degrees is all about, there's some sort of culmination, reset. There's some sort of graduation here. It's, remember, on the South Node in Virgo. So now, really, out with the old, something's got to go for this new moon solar eclipse to let something in. Okay, this is going to be pretty life changing for you. Again, some of y'all may feel it on the day, maybe a week before, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, a month after. It plays out differently for their eclipses. Okay, for everybody. But if you planted seeds August 22nd with a new moon in Virgo, remember back to back new moons, right? That one is at 0 degrees. This something new, okay, then you would start seeing the growth of it, okay? But you're going to see everything really land around March 2026. Just let things illuminate. And when I say out with the old, in with the new, I'm talking about releasing old patterns, habits, ways of thinking, old systems, even perfectionist energy. Focus on self-love and self-care and self-value, okay? So health and wellness, really big thing here, all right? Are you sitting too much at your desk? Are you on your phone too much? Are you scrolling too much? Like, do you feel nurtured? Do you, are you of service to others? So all those Virgo qualities, there's just something here that you're still evolving and going through these transformations, especially with the foundations of your life, home, family, your everyday activities, and work, all right? This is going to be a big eclipse because Gordon Ramsay is here, right? Saturn will be opposite the eclipse, all right? And so, yeah, Saturn's going to be really testing you around this time. The responsibilities that you're taking on, preparing you for your new era, okay? And then this is when things get a little bit wild. We move into Libra season, all that equilibrium. A lot of y'all may get married around this time or start dating people around this time. Remember, Libra is your 5th house. It's fun. It's pleasure. It's again, a lot of you are going to be having kids. There's a huge shift here for you with partnerships, relationships. It's wonderful. Contracts, all right, as well. It could be business. That's a big thing. But I'm going to show you something. There's something not on the whiteboard. Yeah, between the eclipse and Libra season, Mars will move into Scorpio. And so, write this in your journals. This is when things can get a little intense. Mars in Scorpio, Mars rules Scorpio, so he's at home. And Mars, it's like his bachelor pad. And it's been 2 years he's waited to come home. So he might be a little intense. Mars in Scorpio can be very emotional, but it's still Mars. They're going to feel that drive and passion. Scorpio rules your 6th house. That's Virgo's home. So now you see the overlap here. And that's why I'm saying, Gemini, this is going to be a big month for you. So what does that even mean? That's going to be a lot of activity and attention and energy around your day-to-day activities, your routines, work, colleagues, employees, health matters as well. Physical health, emotional health, all that. Yeah. Gonna be a thing. Okay. You can use this. You can ride the Mars and Scorpio train. All right. And be very ambitious and passionate. That's Mars and Scorpio, which is really great. But look at what's happening. You do see the Mars square Pluto. So once Mars moves into Scorpio, that starts happening right away. But that's the day of the perfection. Okay. So it builds up to that. And Mars and Pluto are the rulers of Scorpio. And so we'll get into it when we get to that week. But just know this is power struggles. This is like with authorities as well. These are the 2 most powerful planets. All right. But it also can be breakthrough energy. Anyway, it is your 6th house. So you see how this is a huge month of work, okay, and career, and your day-to-day, and health, and home. All right, let's get started. Gemini, thank you for being you. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for September 2025. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, Gemini. I do how y'all doing? I know. What a day. What a day. What is it? I'm trying to get your forecast up ASAP. I'm like, whoa. Anyway, I hopefully this gets up soon. And by the time this goes up, there will be the September astrology world astrology overview. The first time I've done it on this channel with special guest Nick Dagan Best. It's amazing. I mean, and then we went to Great Awakener where we can speak a little bit more freely about what's happening in the world on for a live stream there. But anyway, you're amazing. I do a traditional color cross thread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. Let's get started. This, oh my gosh. You get a world twirl. I'm gonna show you. You see that? He's grown. There you go. I'm gonna give you a mic drop. Gemini, I don't even know what to say. This is mind blowing. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like the eclipses, like, okay, when I said this is going to be a month that is going to have a huge impact on you, it seems like you wanted it. This is amazing. You're going to ride the eclipses. You're going to show Gordon Ramsay your, chicken dish with the, I don't know, the pecans. Anyway, you got the Nine of Pentacles. Amazing. So there is a sense of like, as you move into this month, into September, you've got your mind on money. You've got your mind on self-sufficiency. You've got your mind on like just feeling free. I don't want to worry about money. I don't want to worry about money. I don't want to stress about any of that. I want to feel good. There's a lot of enlightenment here, which is really nice. This is also kind of like, it feels like preparing you for Venus moving into Virgo. Okay. Because this card is attributed to Venus and Virgo, right? And you even see the symbol of Venus all over again. But look at all this abundance. Look at her. She worked hard. She earned her spot here. So a lot of y'all are going to feel this right off the bat, okay? Even moving into September. Remember what happened for you in August. Like, y'all have been going through changes. So this is really great. And stick to that mind frame of like, I can do this on my own. I'm going to be rewarded. I'm going to show Saturn I deserve this, okay? But a lot of y'all are already going to be having it, which is really amazing. And you already have. I've seen your comments. A lot of y'all in the past, months, new jobs, started new careers, all of that, made money, got raises, all that. Y'all are amazing. Death. In the heart of your spread. You can't get this is amazing, okay? And remember, it's a monthly forecast. Mm-hmm. This is change. This is change. This is 1,000,000% change. And remember, with eclipses, what I say, don't like force anything. It's the same thing with like, don't resist things as well. Don't resist change. You see the king here lying on the ground. He resisted this change. You see the crown knocked off his head. You see the bishop here. They're accepting the change. Change is going to happen regardless with eclipses for you. It looks amazing. Look at what's waiting for you on the other side. Okay, so big transformation you're going through. You even see the sun popping out here. Oh, maybe really pay attention to this with that siren going by. You see the sun out there. Yeah, you're moving toward that sun, which, what did I say, is optimism. It's everything. It's opportunities. You're good. You're good. This is a big transformation. Nine of Wands. Two things. A, hang in there. Okay. If you are really experiencing some change, maybe some roadblocks, don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. You're going to be fine. Remember, don't resist change. Don't force anything. Don't fight the eclipses. Go with the flow. See what happens. There's a lot of other aspects. Practice patience. The second thing is, are you holding onto something that at this point, it's got to go? Ask yourself that. All right. Third thing. Yeah, there's a third thing. There's someone else involved. There's someone else involved. And it's a good month to ask yourself, are we moving forward with this partnership, with this relationship? Are they really holding on to it? But you're like, I'm moving in a different direction. Could be vice versa too. Now, you want the change. You got the Fool and your crown. Love it. The Fool is attributed to the planet Uranus. Uranus is in your sign. You're going retrograde now. And so, amazing. Have that interchange. Yeah. What did I say? Like, freeing your mind, thinking in different ways, thinking outside the box, taking that leap of faith, knowing the universe has got you, knowing the universe is on your side. That's what he's doing. He's not even looking down. He's on the edge of the cliff. When I talk about that sun coming out, you see it here too. There's only very few cards in all of tarot where the sun appears outside of the actual sun card. you're getting a lot of signs here. Now you have the Six of Pentacles and the heart of your spread, or in the root of your spread. So yeah, there is a part of you where it's like, this month I am taking that moment to take those inspired actions, but while I take that inspired actions, I'm aware of the fact I'm taking inspired actions, because that is what is the source and the root of all this gratitude that is that I'm welcoming, that I'm offering. I understand I'm on a karmic journey. I understand I can co-create. That's all that Six of Pentacles energy, all that Libra energy this month as well. Remember, you see the scale here, that balance. So there is generosity here. There's a sense of like, even if you're seeking support, it's coming. You got to have that, the self-belief that everything's working out for you. But what really feels stronger here is it's you. It's you, that you're going to be providing, you're going to be contributing, you're going to be the one that offers, you're Gemini, and that's what you do. But remember, Virgo energy is all about service to others as well. Huge spiritual movement. There's something that's going to be moving. There's this movement. And remember, that's what Pisces energy is anyway. That lunar eclipse in Pisces is very spiritual. So anyway, you got the Four of Wands in your future. That's a card of celebration. It's a card of milestones. And it's a card of like, hurrah. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're moving into something really wonderful. Now, remember, I said a lot of home, family stuff, like you're married too. Look at what's happening here. All right. And so I love what's happening in your spread, because out of all the cards, like there's a sense of like feeling free, with a Fool, with, the couple here outside of the castle, with her and her garden of abundance, with this is what you need. This is what you want. This is getting a new job. This is launching your business. This is having a baby. This is getting proposed to. This is everything. You're good. You have a lot to look forward to, Gemini. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Gemini. What a month. What a month. This is amazing. What's really great too is the Four of Wands is attributed to Venus and Aries, but it's an Aries card. Remember, you've been experiencing Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries all summer. Now, in your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, and long-term goals and dreams. It looks like you got some things to look forward to. All right. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Gemini, Team Gemini, what's going on? Tell me. I'm very curious. I really. Okay. I love you. All right. So yeah, just. I'm gonna do something here. I don't know, just put on more lip balm. You're good. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh. You see, you only got 3 pip cards. And they're good ones. Well, but still. You're good. Queen of Pentacles, there you go. Build the world. Here's the thing. She has not only the resources, she also has the confidence in building the world that she wants to live in. That is what you're doing. And that's kind of like your big goal. And that would be like your mission statement this month. Having that confidence, knowing that you're going to have the resources to build the world that you want to live in. Okay? A lot of similarities here with the Magician as well. So there's even that sense of like, that self-belief that it's coming up again. Like, you got to believe in that magic in the ether, but you also have to take that action to make it all happen. But amazing. There's that wealth that I was talking about, especially with Jupiter and Cancer in a second. You got the Queen of Cups, so another queen. It looks like there's someone that's on your side, someone that's going to open doors for you. There's someone also that you're moving into some other partnership with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is Cancer, by the way, so really great. 2 things. A person could be a Cancer, sun, moon, rising. And it's very like in this maternal sense, like that's the Queen of Cups. But either way, you still have like a lot of home and family stuff happening anyway. It could be you also tapping into your parental side, like maternal side. But the bigger thing here is like, remember, Queen of Cups is Cancer. You have Jupiter in Cancer. All year long, there's going to be activations all year. You're having Jupiter trining the North Node in your sign, Jupiter in your 2nd house of money. So there just may be something here, okay? And it's self-worth and self-value as well. But look at what's happening here. Look across your cross. You've got the Hierophant. he's also like a bridge maker, like to your destiny, to, he connects the divine with our physical world, our physical realm. And this is what you want. This is like someone who has like a lot of inner wisdom. It's like you're the one people go to, right, for any sort of advice or direction or whatever it is, but you've got that guidance. And he's also really into structure and organization, all that Virgo energy. You're just going to feel that anyway. But there is a sense of other people involved, whether it's like you being a leader or, being the boss or managing a team or whatever it is. There's like, it's just you imparting that wisdom. But what's really great about this is like, it's part of your journey. You see, that's the young Hierophant right there. All right. And it starts with that generosity, that gratitude, that self-love, that, for everyone. And just, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's inside you. It's coming out. You're going through all this change. And there you go, judgment in your final outcome. This is a huge moment for you. This is this huge spiritual awakening. This is a huge wake-up call. This is powerful. This card actually is attributed to the planet Pluto. Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius in your 9th house. With spirituality, it's the house of the gods. All right, so inner wisdom, imparting knowledge, but you gaining a lot. There's something here that you're going to see that's going to be very profound. And it is just like, this is a month. I mean, you have an archangel literally in your final outcome. All right. So something raising your frequency, something that just makes you feel like, oh, I'm back. I got this. All right. But have that awakening. Now, let's break it down week by week. Gemini, the first week, obviously the biggest thing would be the eclipse. Yeah. So you got that eclipse. Mercury moving into Virgo is a big thing too, but all the other aspects, just remember the first week is pretty strong. So let's see what's got out for you, Gemini, for the first week of September. 7 of Pentacles. A lot of people are getting 7 of Pentacles. So there you go. There's that eclipse for you. Like even here, you can even see he's raked up like everything that he's worked hard for. Blood, sweat, tears, everything, right? Heart and soul. And he's looking back. He's like, is that it? Or what's, it's like that lunar eclipse again. There's something that's going to be illuminated. There's some things that are going to change anyway, but it's all about moving forward. So leaving that in the past, but recognizing where are you now? Where are you now? And how do you want to move forward? Right. And so because this can also mean like, yeah, you worked really hard to get where you're at, and things are just going to naturally transform because of the work that you already did. So it's really up to you, but just take that pause. And Pentacles, so money, wealth, jobs, career, all of that, but your physical world as well. It can be a relationship, whatever you've invested your time and energy into. Second week, the biggest thing is Sun and Mercury sextiling Jupiter. And that Kazini. All right, second week of September. Well, there you go. You got the 2 of Wands. Very interesting. The 2 of Wands really is more about planning what's next. This is saying you've already made this big achievement, right? He's got the world in his hand. He's standing at the highest point of the castle. He's got a really good view. All right, so that's the second week for you. It feels like there's something really great that's happening with that Sun, Mercury, sextile to Jupiter. And then I think I told you that is the moon is going to be in your sign, conjuncting Uranus, so breakthroughs as well. But take that time after that eclipse, just okay, let me pause and just go with the flow. All right, but I'm still planning. I still have an eye on like what's the next steps. Now, third week for where I want to go on my journey. Third week, big. There's just so much happening. Venus and Virgo is going to be a big thing. Just that's probably the biggest thing for you. All these aspects are definitely going to feel, because they're like air signs or mutable. Like you're going to feel all those aspects. We'll go deeper in your weekly, but let's see what's going on for you the third week. All right, Gemini, third week of September. Venus and Virgo, I said it could be a big thing for you. Hermit is Virgo, all right, attributed to Virgo. So you're getting a lot of, remember, all those planets retrograde, especially Uranus retrograde in your sign. These are a lot of like contemplation, introspection, doing reflection. Go with the flow with the go. Things are just going to come. The universe is taking care of you, as you can see. And this is transformation. So you're going to go within anyway, right? This is a spiritual awakening. You got to go within to have that. Like you're good. Last week is the biggest thing is the new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo. We move into Libra season. Let's see what's going on for you for the last week of September. There you go. That's like your cue. That new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo, and Mars in Scorpio. It's so fiery. It's so like, let's do it. Let's boom. Like it's intense. That's you. Knight of Swords is attributed to Gemini. And it's coming after a new moon, solar eclipse, 100 times the power of just a normal new moon, but you even see the fire at his feet. Like he's just, and that's a lot of mental stimulation, activity, conversations, communication as well. Okay. And it's because of this reflection that you feel confident, you're bold, you're feeling bold. You look at him, he's going into the storm. I mean, that's bravery, that's courage. That's, you've got this. You've got this. You're good. This is going to be, huge eclipse season month for you. Obviously, I just don't even know what to say. Like this is big. This is big. All right. You want to take a screenshot? You can do whatever you want. Like this is big. Death in the heart of your spread. Even the full for like you're good. All right. So Gemini, thanks so much. Oh yeah, second spread. Yeah, we'll pull more cards. We're gonna see a bunch of things I need to see. We're gonna look at career. We're gonna look at love. We'll tier 3 members. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Really good legendary members. Thank you so much for all who have signed up for greatawakener.com this last week with a promo code 60 cents a day. It's like even less than that actually. But anyway, I'll leave in the description box everything that's included. It's a lot. But I'm really excited for it. That's my new venture. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm so tired. But let's do this. Let's do this. And yeah, and then we'll talk later. But you're good. Just know you're good. You're good. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye bye.